Hi, I'm Judy Newbury, and I'd like to introduce you to my book, True Essence: Finding Your Authentic Self Without Compromise. As women, we take on many roles throughout our lives due to our upbringing, our beliefs, and society's expectations of us. We have a lot more freedoms than women in the past did, but we still adhere to these roles. We are a parent, a mother, a friend, a carer, a businesswoman. We have so many roles that we juggle throughout our lives, but they don't necessarily reflect who we really are. They give us joy to some extent, but then very often we stay in these roles and these positions because of what's expected of us. So I decided to explore these issues through my own life so that I could find my true essence, what really brings me joy, especially if I stepped out from behind these roles. I'm going to read you the introduction to my book just to give you an idea of what it's about. Women throughout history have shaped the roles of women today and enabled them to have the freedoms that they now enjoy. Today, I have a lot more freedom in society than the women who have gone before me. I can work outside the home, I can speak up on issues that concern me, and I can choose how I want to live my life. I see myself as equal to men, and many women of my generation do the same. However, we are still influenced by our upbringing and the beliefs and expectations of our parents. Many of us haven't learned to break free. Inequalities still exist in powerful positions, and there's still often a disparity in salaries between the sexes. The glass ceiling definitely exists, and although many women do break through this social barrier, many more are held back from positions of prestige and authority simply because of their gender. As women, we also judge each other, often quite harshly. How many of us have learnt to break the shackles? We adhere to society's expectations of us. We still hold fast to our roles, and there are often many of them. We identify with being a mother or a businesswoman, a teacher or an engineer, an artist or a nurse. These are all fine professions, but we are more than our titles. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with roles. They have a place and they have a purpose. They shape us, they define us, and they ground us. They give us an identity as we step into life. They help us grow. They are a part of us. But there comes a time when we start to yearn for more. When we're ready to do this, we need to step out of the parts we play. We need to move beyond them to find out who we really are and who we want to become. So, why do we resist? Why haven't we learned to step out instead of hiding behind these guises? Why do we steadfastly hold on to the masks we don, the ones we've been brought up with and been encouraged to wear? At a time in our lives when we have untold freedoms, why do we cling to these personas that were decided for us? If we truly looked at the roles we take on, we may find that they are not necessarily empowering. Some of them may feel that way, but very often they take away from the essence of who we really are. Yet, we still continue to take them on. Because they give us security and a foundation in life. They help us meet obligations or satisfy the needs and expectations of others. In fact, many of these roles place an incredibly high burden on us and can ultimately lead to failure. We grow up believing we need to be someone or do something. We long for a purpose in life and take on a role that seems to fit. There is nothing wrong with that. It's a starting point. Sometimes these roles are necessary. They help us to survive, to navigate through our childhoods, to establish a career path, or they help us gain employment or help support our families. Often our professions and who we become in life are influenced by our early upbringing, and they may cause anxiety and distress, while many others give us great pleasure. We may relish them for some time, but after a while, we're scared to move on. We find some roles all-encompassing, but then start to lose the joy that they once gave us. But what if we explored the possibility that we are more than our roles? What if we found the very essence of our soul, our true essence, the thing that brings us great fulfillment and joy? What if we were able to step out of these roles and become extraordinary? What if there was more than to living an ordinary life? What if we were able to let go and fly? That's what I set out to discover. If you'd like to read more, you can purchase the book in the links below. Thank you.